So the plan now is to try and get the rest of those bolts off. It's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna try and bust the rest of those off. Some of them broke off, some of them unscrewed, but I'll be able to get them out. Probably I might get new heads because these heads are really old and rusty. So I'm gonna attempt to do this real quick. Here we go. Okay, so it's been 3 days since I've been out here and didn't get the manifolds off. We're gonna wait for that because I'm taking off the bed. I've got the rest of it laying down there on the ground. I'm getting ready to pull off this big piece right here. I just gotta disconnect my CB antenna, and once I pull this bed off, it'll be a lot easier to get to the exhaust and fix this thing, all that other crap, because obviously the bed is trash. And here's one of the main reasons. There's the main supporting frame for the bed. Yeah. So it's just real easy. Just unscrew that one top nut, and the rest of it falls apart. So I'm gonna take off my CB antenna. So let me do that real quick. Okay, CB antenna gone. That huge thing that goes there, laying on the ground. Giant hole. Perfect size for you to step in and break your ankle. There's my cable wire. It runs all the way up that tree. So let's get down, and I'm gonna get everything loose from underneath and start up the Murray, or maybe the Troy-Bilt, and just drag it off. So yeah, let me get all them bolt things off underneath. Okay, I got all the bolts holding on this thing. It was set there. You can see the rust mark. Back there you can see that rust mark, and up there. And I just took out my gas line. It's right here. And I found out whenever I would go to the gas pump and try to pump gas, it would shoot back up the tube and spill out. Well, I figured out that the air return line for the pressure is bent over in this curve right here, which wasn't allowing any air to pass, so it would just guzzle back up. So I'm gonna clear all this off and just try and knock this bed off. So give me a second. All right, we got all those taken off. Got the bed taken off. Took forever. Had to use that thing, the old jack right there, and the Murray. So now we can see the undercarriage, or the frame, which is in pretty good shape. Not bent or anything. But there are some rust spots right here where that thing kind of ruined it. I'll probably just reinforce those with some welding. My crappy trailer brakes wiring, which they hacked into for the running lights for the bed, has those running lights. And my gas tank, this is the inlet hose. There's the freaking pipe that I had to connect to. So I'll just, there it is. Yeah. There it goes. That's my gas input. Put this paper towel down in there. Gas gauge reader. Gas intake. That's what takes it into the truck. Probably needs a new hose because it's freaking coming apart. Nails laying around. Put foam here, I guess, when they mounted the tank. And that accumulated a bunch of dirt. Here's drive shaft number 2, and there's drive shaft number 1. There we go. So, yeah, truck frame. And there's no exhaust on it. It's just junk. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pressure wash this, sand it down, paint it black. I'm not getting all this crazy. I'm not going to go crazy on it. You know, I'm just going to clean it up and paint it black just enough to keep it from getting any worse. Made in Canada. Okay, the bed is just gonna sit there for a while because I can't get the Murray started and it's getting late. So now I'm just still working on the manifold. So as you can see, truck, frame, bed, stuff. Truck, frame, bed, stuff. Yeah. Now I can show you how the bumper's bent. Tell that piece of metal's bent, and show that piece of metal's bent. And there's my hitch system. Not sure how that works, but it's stupid. That's what I can say. Okay. Bent my license plate. Right there is where we want to cut the frame off and build our bumper up from there. You can see when I put weight on this, you can see the shocks functioning. And they don't do anything over there because the frame just warps. So anyways, as I was saying, we're gonna pressure wash it, spray paint it black, try to find a better, smaller frame, one that'll fit the contour of this truck and stuff like that. So you can see the metal's fine here, no bad rust, but from there back, pretty shitty, covered in caked dirt. Bad. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do some more work on this manifold in here. That one bolt right there, it's got me stuck. I can't get it out. It's stripped, the head of it, and yeah. So if anybody knows how to get these out, leave a comment below. I can't weld because that's my gas line. Right here, it's my fuel line right next to the bolt, so I can't weld or cut with the cutting saw, so pretty much screwed. More to the video. We are taking off the manifold, the intake manifold, the two covers for the valves, valve covers, of course. I already got one of them completely unbolted. I just set it back on there to keep the thread from getting in there. So I'm just taking off the hoses and taking out the bolts. There's only 4 on each side. I'm leaving the carb on there. I drained it. My gas line's way down there, so it leaks out. Any leftover, with the cover off my distributor, it's way over there. Just getting everything out of the way. There's no more antifreeze. It's still dripping. That is like half, that's about 3 gallons worth, I guess, in this radiator. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this off real quick. So here we go. And you can see down in the valley, someone has put a rag there and a rag there, which is completely retarded. Why in the hell would someone do that? It's so stupid. Why would you put a rag there? This is dumb. Okay. 2 big rags, alright. Weird. So we got it off. Here's our valley pan. I'm gonna have to pry it off with a good old flathead screwdriver, which is right here. And yeah, it didn't want to come off, so just gonna come at it on the edges somehow. Try not to ruin it because it's badly worn. Alright, I'm gonna do this. It's hard to do with the camera. Give me a sec. Bunch of trash, clean manifold. I'm actually gonna have to find a gasket between here and there, because something comes through that hole and right into there. So let's go online again, find another gasket. I think that's like a one of those valves for pollution, crap like that. And yeah, I cleaned out every single intake and port. Every hole has been scrubbed thoroughly except for this hole, because all that goes down in this hole is this thing right here, which went to the old carburetor, so that is no point in that. And yeah, whole thing's been cleaned. It looks a lot cleaner. So now what I'm going to do is just jump up here and get these rags out of here, which I have no idea why someone would put rags in the crankcase. What is the point of that? We're going to clean up some of this rag stuff. There's stuff from the rags in here. It's pretty bad. I'll have to go over it again sometime. It's got all that junk in it. You can see it all. That looks like... Oh great, it's down in the crankcase. Get all this crappy black oil. You can see down my valves. I have no idea what that's for. Valve. Here. See down in there? It's my valve. Valve number 2. Number 3 is open. Number 4 is open. Here's number 5. Number 6. And number 7. And number 8. Yeah. And then here's down inside there, which we can remove, which gives you all of my valves, lifters. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and reuse this. It's not in bad shape. It's just a matter of getting all this gooey stuff off. This RTV gasket crap they used in the factory, which is pretty gay. This is like not bad at all. Just a little bit of surface stress. It's not going to hurt it. That's actually corrosion from the underside of that manifold. So yeah, Valley Pan. I'm pretty much done for today. You know, I don't feel like doing anything else. I gotta find a plug for my radiator because I can't get the other one to go back in. I got all these bolts taken out. I need to put those in here, somewhere safe. And cover distributor cap, or just the distributor itself, cover it. And you can see there's your brake booster that would go around back, and it would hook up to, if I can find it here, it would hook up to that thing on the manifold right here. It's weird. And then this giant hose right here, it's just full of air, and it goes right here. No idea. So yeah, manifold's clean. Now next thing we got to do, take the heads off and put new gaskets, because that's where my oil leak is coming from. This gasket over here. So alright guys, this is Dan Hicks 11. This is a long video. Like it if you like it, dislike it, hate it, and leave a comment below if you have any suggestions on things I'm doing right or wrong, because this is the first time for me. So anyways, later guys.